This video, I'm going to be answering some questions about thunder snaps, triple petard bangers, how to fill your lighter correctly or how I fill my lighter, and things like how to waterproof sparklers. Yes, in this video I'm going to attempt to answer all of the questions that I've been asked over the years on my older videos. So if you haven't saw those videos, please go back. Of course, subscribe, drop me a thumbs up and drop a comment. But I'm going to go straight in on the first question, and that is how you waterproof sparklers. And this wasn't really a question. Over on one of my old videos, I got asked and into a conversation about waterproofing sparklers and matches for outdoor purposes. So I thought I'd just do a quick demonstration how I waterproof my sparklers and matches for outdoors purposes. Now, I have some ordinary Mammoth sparklers here, so big shout out to Diamond Fireworks. I also have an ordinary glass of tap water. What I'm going to proceed to do is I'm going to take my sparkler out, put it on top of the glass here, and just light it and then submerge it in the water and show you what happens with a standard sparkler. So let's light this up. And as you can see, the sparkler goes out. But this is how I waterproof my sparklers. So what you need is just some clear ordinary sellotape, and what you want to do is literally wrap it round the sparkler. Now you can use wax to waterproof matches and sparklers, and that does work just fine. Cover the sparkler with sellotape. Watch what happens now. And you can see it's fully submerged, and that will burn until the sparkler has run out, and you actually end up with boiling hot water at the end of it. Look at that, it's pretty cool. It's still smoking. Guys, on to the next question. One of the questions that I get asked all the while is, where did I get my thunder snaps from? Now, number one, thunder snaps are actually banned these days. And at the time I bought this box of thunder snaps, they were actually legal. It was about 3 years ago. Now, if you've never used thunder snaps when they were legal and you've never seen them in action, let me show you how they perform. Okay, the surface area is slightly damp. However, 3, 2, 1. And that's quite loud. Seriously, they are quite loud when you throw them at the ground. They're probably the equivalent to a 4 or 5 gram firecracker or banger, as we call them in the UK. These things have gone up in price dramatically as collectors want to add them to their collection now that they're banned, you see. Now, why were they banned? Because you had a load of idiots and little terrors running around throwing bangers all over the place at the young, elderly and infirmed. So I knew that they would be banned and considered a hazard by the British snowflake UK government. So I went out and I bought 3 boxes. Now, this particular box was £60. There's 30 boxes in each big box. So that works out at £2 a box. So £60 a box for one of these boxes. And I actually saw a few months back a box of thunder snaps unopened just like this and sealed go for £40. And that's no word of a lie. And to think you could used to buy these at £2 a piece. Seriously, I think that's a good investment. Guys, next question. The petard demon bangers, triple bangers. These bangers are very similar to the actual throwdowns that we just looked at. The only thing is they light with a friction-based material that is actually on the end of the banger or firecracker, as you call them. As you can see there, it's a friction based type of thing. You can either light it with a naked flame or use the striker strip on the side and just put it down gently, and it will bang 3 times. Once again, if you've never seen one of these, let me show you these in action and let's see how they perform. Okay guys, I'm actually going to use my lighter for this because it's difficult trying to film with one hand and light a firework with another, so it's just easier to use a naked flame. So as you can see, that went 3 times, but each bang, I don't think it was as loud as the thunder snaps. And you can actually see the chalk hanging out the end. And somebody said they don't use chalk. Well, what's this? Looks like chalk to me. These are constructed by actually using 2 chalk segments and housing the explosive material in between. Sometimes they use clay. Anyway, on to the next question. Job and lighters. Now, I understand that a lot of people are having difficulty trying to fill their job and lighters. Now, me, I've never had such a problem filling these, and I'll be showing you how I fill my jet torch lighter in a moment. But I've just got to get this out the way first, because I've actually learnt a few things in the last few weeks. People coming over on the channel, dropping comments saying that these, especially in the USA, are actually being sold as arc lighters. Is that correct? I mean, it obviously contains a naked flame and uses liquid gas to power this specific type of lighter. So why on earth they would call them arc lighters is false advertising in every sense of the word, isn't it? Now, in order to fill a lighter correctly, you have to understand the dynamics of the flammable material that you're filling the lighter with. I.e., for example, we're using gas, and of course gas is a liquid. Now, right now I've got the can standing up vertically, and all of the butane gas is at the bottom, and the propellant, or the air, the driving force that pushes the gas out and into your lighter, is actually at the top. So this is what you don't do. Stand the bottle vertically and put your lighter on and push down, because what you're going to end up with is a airlock and result in a small flame, and a flame that will burn for a couple of seconds. And if you didn't know, or you weren't experienced at filling gas lighters up correctly, you would think that there's something wrong with the lighter, but that's not true. If you do create an airlock in the gas chamber inside the lighter, just let the air out and start again. But here's what I do, and this is going to be difficult to film because I've got one hand, and with my right hand, because I'm right-handed, I hold the lighter, and with the left I turn the bottle upside down. Okay, so right now all of the liquid gas is just under the nozzle, and all of the propellant is at the top of this particular gas bottle, which will then drive pure gas into the seal and recharging point of the lighter. And what you do is you press down for a few seconds, lift off, don't fill it all at once, press down again, lift off, press down again. Now, I hear a lot of people saying, how do you know when it's full? Well, I think, you know, a good indicator would be that there's gas pissing all out the sides. And if that happens, just turn your lighter upside down and just loose a bit of gas out, or let it burn. But just be aware that the flame will be like a flamethrower for a second until the excess gas has gone down. Now, another thing I usually do when I've just freshly filled a lighter is I'll leave it for a minute or two, and that's just let the gas chamber inside the lighter repressurize, because it's actually under a lot of tension when it's first filled. So that's how I filled my lighter. Now, the nozzle that I use is just a standard nozzle on the end of the gas. I don't use any extensions or anything like that. It seems to fit perfectly. So I'm not sure what your issues are or whether you've had a faulty lighter. This does happen from time to time. I mean, if you make and sell 10,000 of the same product and sell it to the general public, obviously there's going to be a few that are faulty. Some of them are obviously going to be faulty. That's just the nature of the beast in terms of production, manufacturing. You're bound to get some. If you do get that, obviously send it back ASAP and get it replaced, or get your money back. Guys, more videos to come. If you've watched this video all the way to the end, you deserve a medal. Thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up, and of course subscribe. More videos to come. I'll get round to doing some more lengthy, detailed videos, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.